The Red Sea is more than just a body of water separating Africa from the Arabian Peninsula. It is a vital artery for the global economy. About 12% of world trade, including a third of container traffic, passes through its waters every day. Its southern choke point, the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, is just 18 miles wide, making it a strategic hotspot. Disruptions here send shockwaves through supply chains, affecting prices and availability worldwide. That's why world powers maintain a heavy military presence, ensuring safe passage for ships. When this maritime highway is blocked, economic and political turmoil can ripple across the globe. In 2026, the Red Sea faces new challenges, with regional rivalries and global stakes higher than ever. Since 2011, Turkey, led by President Erdogan, has made Somalia the centerpiece of its strategy in the Horn of Africa, investing deeply in humanitarian aid, infrastructure, and security. Arriving during famine, Turkey built goodwill through aid and major projects, including hospitals and roads. Its military base in Mogadishu trains Somali soldiers, making Turkey a key security partner. This presence gives Turkey economic opportunities and a strategic foothold near the Gulf of Aden. But Turkey's influence depends on Somalia's unity. Any fragmentation, like Somaliland's independence, threatens its entire strategy. Somaliland in northern Somalia declared independence in 1991 and has built its own government, currency, and military, yet remains unrecognized internationally. Its strategic port, Berbera, on the Gulf of Aden, is a vital gateway to the Red Sea and a key interest for landlocked Ethiopia. Recognition of Somaliland would allow it to forge new alliances and offer Berbera to global powers, challenging Turkey's influence in the region. For Turkey, opposing Somaliland's independence is a strategic necessity to protect its investments and maintain its foothold in the Horn of Africa. In December 2025, Israel officially recognized Somaliland as an independent state, sending shockwaves across the Middle East and Africa. This bold move, driven by strategic interests in the Red Sea, made Israel the first UN member to acknowledge Somaliland's sovereignty. Israel hopes to secure access to the port of Berbera and strengthen its position near the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. Regional powers like Turkey and Egypt condemned the move, deepening military ties with Somalia and warning of instability. The African Union, Arab League, and global powers rejected Israel's recognition, reaffirming support for Somalia's territorial integrity. Israel's move, while strategic, has left it diplomatically isolated in the Horn of Africa. Turkey's steadfast opposition to Somaliland's independence is, at its core, a pragmatic defense of its national interests, not just a principled stand on international law. For over a decade, Ankara has poured immense resources into building a strong, centralized Somali state that is friendly to its interests. This grand project has given Turkey a powerful strategic foothold, economic opportunities, and a platform to project its influence across Africa and the Indian Ocean. The recognition of Somaliland, especially by a regional rival like Israel, threatens to unravel this entire endeavor. It would fracture the very political entity that Turkey has staked its regional strategy on, creating a new, unpredictable state that could easily align with Ankara's competitors. The issue boils down to control and influence. As long as Somalia remains a single unified country, Turkey's deep relationship with the federal government in Mogadishu allows it to be the dominant foreign power shaping the nation's future. An independent Somaliland, however, would control the highly strategic Berbera port and would be free to offer it to the highest bidder. This could lead to a scenario where a rival power, be it Israel, the UAE, or Egypt, establishes a military or commercial presence on the Gulf of Aden, effectively outflanking Turkey's position in Mogadishu. This is a risk that Ankara simply cannot afford to take, as it would neutralize one of its most significant foreign policy achievements under President Erdogan. Furthermore, Turkey's position aligns conveniently with the established policies of major international bodies like the African Union. The AU's strong stance against secession is designed to prevent the continent from descending into endless border conflicts. By championing Somali unity, Turkey positions itself as a responsible stakeholder that respects African-led norms, which enhances its diplomatic standing on the continent. This allows Ankara to frame its opposition not as a self-interested move to block a rival, but as a principled defense of regional stability. This alignment gives its policy a veneer of legitimacy and helps rally broader international support against Somaliland's recognition, as seen in the widespread condemnation of Israel's decision. Ultimately, the geopolitical contest in the Horn of Africa is a high-stakes game where every move has far-reaching consequences. For Turkey, maintaining Somalia's unity is the only way to protect its long-term investment and secure its strategic advantage in the critical Red Sea corridor. The emergence of an independent Somaliland, allied with Israel, represents the materialization of its worst fears, the creation of a rival power center that could undermine its influence and challenge its presence. Ankara's refusal to support Somaliland is therefore not a matter of choice, but a strategic imperative. In this complex chessboard, Turkey has chosen to hold the line, betting its future influence on a unified Somalia.